So I like when things that used to be jokes actually come true. So, remember where is it? Remember this? This is the difference between Republicans. They like to drop bombs. Oh, but Democrats are like to drop bombs with the gay pride flag and all that, right? Well, guess what they're doing? This was a tweet from the U.S. Marines. It says, throughout June, the United States Marine Corps takes #pride. In recognizing and honoring the contributions of our LGBTQ service members. We remain committed to fostering an environment free from discrimination and defend the values of treating all equally with dignity and respect. Wait, did you write jokes for this, Kurt?
Yeah.
I gotta find them.
Right there in front of your
Oh, there it is.
your laptop.
Thank you. I don't know if you could see there's the gay pride on the bullets.
Gay pride bullets.
Is this some kind of insult to Muslim combatants, like when the Azov battalion rubs their bullets in pork fat, you know? It's like, we're going to shoot you with a gay bullet. Is that what that is? I thought we already had a lifetime supply of positive military gay representation from the volleyball scene in Top Gun. I already thought... and it's based on this. So this is based on, so it says proud to serve, not proud to kill, which is what
Born to kill.
Born to kill, which is what it said in the Full Metal Jacket. So I see the bullets, see that it's the same thing, but they put on it proud to serve instead of born to kill. And they have a peace sign. It's kind of ironic.
In Vietnam, the wind doesn't blow, it sucks.
Well,
so in Vietnam, the wind doesn't blow, it sucks. I guess funny. And so they got a big pushback from that.
no.
Yeah. The tweet quickly prompted thousands of responses, with Eric Aguilar, a Republican congressional candidate in Florida, sarcastically asking, is this satire? I think they should. I think what the military should do, by the way, I went to a Dodgers game, and of course they have pro-war propaganda that happens right in the middle of the game. And everybody has to stand up and start cheering. They show disabled veterans and not young people with kids. And I lost a leg here, and there's a video. And then they have a live guy come out in the stadium on the field, and everybody's got to get up. And if you don't give up and applaud, you look like an asshole. Right? So if you don't participate in pro-war propaganda at the Dodger game, you're going to look like an asshole. But that's all it is. And they're pulling on your heartstrings because you like these people. I like those people, but those people are pawns in a pro-war propaganda that is killing people all over. So anyway, I think next they should dress up Anderson Cooper like Uncle Sam for the new recruiting posters. That's what I think they should do. Or maybe they should show that flag raising. Remember at the Iwo Jima? And it says, for every Marine in Iwo Jima who raised the flag in full bra and panties under their gear, we salute you. Come on, that's a good joke. I couldn't wait to get to that joke. Is that too rough? Is that too rough on the Iwo Jima people? Are they going to say I'm being anti?
It's too soon, Jimmy.
Is it too soon? We remain committed to creating a safe space emotionally in our various unpublicized war zones where you will kill and die literally. Okay, we'll keep going. Jason Buttrell, whose profile says he's a former Marine and Defense Department analyst, wrote, "F out of here with this. We don't take political sides and we don't engage in social commentary. We kill the enemy. Period." I like a guy who's like that. I like a guy who just says, hey, we're killers. We're not sensitive people who are here to push a social agenda. We're hired killers. And we kill people. Go ahead, Kurt.
He might be a little oversensitive about the gay thing because his last name is Butt Drill.
Triggered.
He's been dealing with this his whole life.
But also, we don't take political sides. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah, they don't take. I know. User Hannibal snarked, getting killed by a rainbow bullet is so progressive. You know, back in the day, we put Bible verses on our bullets to convert them to Jesus Christ, not to homosexuals and perversions. There it is.
You
And
remember
that's,
when they would put John 3:16 on the bullets
yes.
in Iraq? So the doctor pulls it out, and maybe they find Jesus when they read the.
You know what? Isn't that the phrase that says, God so loved the earth, he gave his only begotten son? Isn't that what John 3:16 says?
Mhm.
Yeah. And so there you go. And so this literally came true. This is no longer a joke. It's not a joke. So you can't, how do you parody that now is the problem. Again, it's, so if you don't support our murdering poor people in other countries, it's because you hate diversity. Very well said. Here's another one. Hating military rainbow washing. The left, the right. There it is.
There's nothing more diverse than a world war.
Right? Because everybody gets killed. You know how the weapons companies like to stamp "Made in the USA" seal on all the bombs? Then the survivors of those bombs find pieces of the bombs and the USA stamped on them. Then they hate the United States. Do you think the military is doing this to frame blacks and gay people so that when people they pull a gay bullet out of someone, they'll start hating the gays more? Do you think that's what this is about? Or maybe if they put Black Lives Matter bullets on the bombs, maybe, you know what I mean? Anybody? No? Am I just talking to myself?
I remember the Vice, when it used to be good, had a whole thing about how they kept finding bombs that said "Made in the U.S." And it wasn't all the ones we dropped because we sell them to other people. So other people with their murderous wars, it says USA. Like, could you put somebody else's name on the bomb, please, if you're going to do that?
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. That's funny to think of it like that. Yeah.
You're all proud.
So this is where we are in America, at least. Where they don't care about killing people. They care that can you virtue signal while you kill poor people in other countries for profit. That's all this is. That's can you I mean the bullets, gay bullets. What how about a gay crucifix we're going to hang you on? How about that? Put some pride. How about a gay waterboarding?
We already did that gay pyramid in Iraq.
I didn't know we
People
did.
weren't ready for it. You know, like Bagram Air Force Base.
No.
Abu Ghraib.
Oh, Abu Ghraib.
Abu Ghraib, sorry.
That's
Abu
it.
Ghraib.
That's right.
Remember to humiliate the guys? They were like,
Yeah.
That's where we are in this country, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And that's why we need you to run for president.
Ha!
You've been bringing it up on this show. And I've saw you talk about it with Chris Hedges. And I saw you talk about it with Jackson right here. And guess what? They're not the only ones who think it's a good idea.
Who else thinks it's a good idea?
So,
Kurt, you think it's a good idea?
talking to me.
What do
Yeah.
you think, Kurt?
I think Jimmy is a walking dead man if he does that.
Well, guess what? Max Blumenthal said that it gives him hope in a dark
really?
world. He did. And you know what Caleb Maupin said? He said that would be a real political game changer. And you know what Orff said? Our friend Matt Orfalea?
I thought Caleb Maupin said I wanted to take away your capitalistic gains. What did Orff say?
He said that it is a once in a multi-lifetime opportunity. And you know who I spoke to just 2 days ago?
Oh, don't tell me.
The GOAT, Ralph Nader.
Yeah, you want me to end up like Ralph Nader?
And Ralph Nader. Oh, no, I don't think so, though. And Ralph doesn't think you'll end up like Ralph Nader.
I wouldn't. But because I have the gift of humor. And but anyway, no, but that's very nice of you to say.
Door 24 has a nice ring to it, Jimmy. Door 24.
Okay,
So-
I just want to point out, if you saw how the presidents look at the end of being president, it looks like a meth before and after warning poster every time.
Yeah.
So I would say being president, not even once.
Well, Kurt, how does everyone look after getting health care and after ending the wars and after having their wages raised and after having hope? I think there's
Oh, yeah,
a lot of
it'll be
people who
great.
are going to look better once they have that. if this man runs for president.
If Jimmy would be willing to lose some hair, you're right.
That's all right.
Jimmy,
He's ways to
I'll
replace it.
I will sacrifice a few of my nice brown follicles, and I'll give them over to you. I'll do a hair donation if you run for president.
So this
That's
is where we're
commitment.
at. People want me to run for president, and I'm trying to reduce the stress in my life. I'm trying to find a way to get a break from the stress in my life because I don't handle it that well, and it's really, and so that's where I'm at. I would like to. I think it would be fun because it would be so easy to make them look like the frauds. Well, they look like the frauds. I would just be pointing it out, and this is a great time. But it's a great time for someone like me. But I have way too much baggage. There's too much stuff in my past. I spent 30 years drinking and doing drugs in nightclubs, and I'm sure there's videotapes of me doing things. You know, I mean, look what they did to that. Who's the Caulfield guy? What's his name? Who's the
Madison Cawthorn.
Oh.
The
Madison
thing is, though,
Cawthorn.
they've already tried to crucify you, and it all backfired. I mean, it's
Right.
those things have literally become the butt of your best jokes now. They've already tried it, and it failed.
Exactly. And look at what happened when they tried it against Trump and against Rogan. They grew fastest. Trump was elected president because the media attacked him and threw everything it had at him, both parties against him, everyone against him. He was elected president despite being the antithesis of what his working class voters were. Imagine if instead it was someone that was actually speaking for people, someone who actually believed in what they did and was going to give them what they needed. That would be completely different.
Yeah, I hear
The
you.
more they'll try to demonize you, the stronger you'll become.
Oh boy, that would be nice. I already talked to my psychic, and
Like Nancy Reagan?
yeah, the Reagans, they had their psychic. Did they have an astrologer?
I think so.
Remember when Hillary did a channeling and she talked to Ghost Eleanor Roosevelt? And,
No, but I have friends who are who do actually do that stuff. I have friends who's a tarot card reader, right? Karen, she's a hilarious comedian, and
I don't believe in that because I'm a Gemini and we're skeptical.
Wait a minute.
And then the woman I read Carl Jung books with, she also is a astrologer, right? She's into that, and she knows all about it. And she's convincing me that Carl Jung was also into it. And she keeps showing me these. So look, he talked about it here. He talked about it there. And so I've consulted the occult. I have consulted the occult.
You have to consult the entrails of a goat. That's the real
Oh, okay.
predictive method.
Well, I'm very flattered that and there needs to be someone like me come along. I hope that happens soon.
You've been ahead on everything. I mean, it is hilarious that Zelensky, the top liberal hero of like the neoliberals right now, is a comedian who ran and became president.
I know it's kind of like shit is being set up so I would do this.
Yes.
I know it's kind of like the world is conspiring to make me do it, but I don't know.
It'll probably take like 3 guys or ladies in a row failing at it for that to like. I can't imagine like Bernie. It is amazing how they like ruined. I mean, it was just amazing to watch that.
Yeah,
and I wasn't even like I thought Bernie. I told you back when we did Sasha's show and Sasha's in this makeup that wasn't convincing, and Bernie says was like, "I'm concerned you're exploiting this man," and I was like, "Oh, he's a nice guy. He will never be the president of the United States."
Imagine what we could do, Jimmy. This campaign could instead take action instead of organizing like a traditional campaign. We could get people out in the streets. We could give people who are organizing a new generation of unions that are organizing. We could give them a place to come to, a party, a major new populist party that would instead give them an alternative to death and co-optation in the Democratic Party. This would be, we could finally answer the question of whether revolution is going to happen in this country through the electoral system or it's not. There's so much that could be accomplished. It is a win just to do this regardless of what happens, not least of which I believe that you would win.
That's very nice.
I
All
want
right.
to get in a crowd. And I want to get in a crowd and yell Door 24. I think that would just sound incredible.
Well, I appreciate the support. And I appreciate the sober analysis from Kurt Metzger. Hey, we're doing stand-up comedy in Irvine, California, Las Vegas, San Diego, Salt Lake City, Indianapolis, Louisville, all over the place. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for tickets.